Do you think with this new system that's coming up, right, with the younger generation, like how do you think it's going to affect them? Because I had someone else previously on the podcast. His name is Joel D, another crack developer, and I was asking him for instance, do you even think a degree is necessary at this point? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Um, well, I'm someone who does not have a degree in computer in like
Yeah.
no computer science,
Hmm.
none of that. Like my degree was in like music production, which I don't do for a living. Um,
That's some
so
lore.
I even before AI,
Yeah.
I come from the school of like I don't think a degree is really necessary in this industry in general. Maybe some big companies require it, but like I've been hiring people for years in my companies, and I never once looked at the person's degree. Like it's just not a factor that's ever been important to me. I'm much more important. I'm much more interested in like how you communicate and are you reliable? Do you are obviously there has to be like some skill and talent built in, but
For sure.
um, that's what's most important. I think in this industry, obviously other industries require credentials, but I don't think it's I think learning in this industry is more about learn what you need to learn in order to be able to build what
Mm,
you need to build.
yeah.
It's don't learn so that you can have a piece of paper, a certificate that you can put on your wall. Like that doesn't matter in this world, you
Mm.
know.
Nice.
Um,
That's so interesting.
that's my take on
I
it.
share a different sentiment where I think that that first degree really helps because it got my mind into a much more because I learn on like structure. I like that structured learning, so it works for me, right? So recommend persons to at least get like a first degree, and also the things that with university, what the benefit I drew from it was definitely the network. Yeah, like
Yes,
yeah,
yeah. I was gonna say
probably like
there are all sorts of when you're young, you know, going into like college, university, those years in your life, like there are definitely life lessons that you sort of need to start to learn and networking benefits. You can get networking benefits in other ways too, like attending conferences and joining groups, joining communities and things like that. But um, yeah, like there's lots of benefit to it, but it's not. But in what we do is like in the software design development industry, it's not like being a doctor or a lawyer where you have to have a master's degree. It's not like there's that gatekeeper like other industries have, you
mm,
know. I would actually say most of the people that I know in this industry don't have a degree related to programming or
really
computer
wow,
science or
wow.
anything like that. Like most people came from some other background, and they learned by building. They learned by joining companies. You know, even me, like I got my first job after college. So I started working in the, you know, I've got more gray hairs here than you guys do, but my first job was around 2000, 2006, 2007.
Mhm.
I was working for a web agency in New York City. I was a couple years out of college, and I learned how to build stuff on the internet by building websites for clients at this agency. You know, I didn't learn it in a classroom. You know, um, and the other thing, the other piece of advice, I don't care how old you are, any that like younger, older doesn't matter. Just build stuff and don't like. Obviously, we all want to make money. We want to grow a business or we want to have a thriving career in this industry, of course. But the more that you can invest in building stuff of your own, like even you doing this podcast right now or
Mm.
this YouTube channel, like you're not getting paid directly for this, right? But this is a project that's going to bring so much value. A you're getting value just out of the content,
Yes.
out of like being here.
Yeah.
B it's like a piece of something that lives on the internet that somebody can find you and network with you and follow you. Same like if you build a free tool or if you release a book or release a video, like you're doing something. You're putting yourself out there. You're putting your work out there. And that's what people care about. People follow people who do interesting work. They don't follow people who just say that they're smart.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to, it's about what you do and what you build.
Right.